Is it hard to access affordable, healthy food? Then listen carefully. Daryl Addison, an African-American inventor, has patented a process for growing food on demand. He called it Torpedo Pot. Torpedo Pot is a fully automated flower pot that gives you control over your plant's environment. All you do is add soil, seeds, and plants to the flower pot and watch it grow. Yes, Torpedo Pot grows the rest. Visit www.torpedopot.com.
Now, we reported before on Tesla being involved with racial discrimination lawsuits, and we have another brother that has been awarded a lot of money due to racial discrimination. So Tesla has been shelling out more money for its continued lack of action against racist and white supremacist behavior and hostility impacting black people. So the company's latest payout was an unprecedented $136.9 million to former employee Owen Diaz. Now, our brother worked at the Tesla's plant in Fremont, California for a year. And on Monday, October the 4th, a federal judge granted a multi-million-dollar award after the jury found Diaz's claims of racial workplace hostility to be valid. Now, our brother was there working at the plant from 2015 to 2016, and he was called racial epithets by supervisors and taunted with racist caricatures on factory walls. They say employees had drawn swastikas and it scratched a racial epithet in a bathroom stall and left the drawings of derogatory characters of black children around the factory. It said the former employee added that supervisors telling me, N-word, hurry up, push the button, N-word, put these batteries out of the elevator, and they were also telling me N-words aren't ish. Okay? So let's say in the suit, our brother said despite reporting the incidents to Human Resources, the company did little to nothing to address the racial hostility. And an internal letter to staff from Tesla's HR Vice President, Valerie Capers Workman, it said attempts to discredit his claims is that the N-word being used in a racially motivated way at the factory. And so in addition, Mr. Diaz, 3 other witnesses, all non-Tesla contract employees, testified at the trial that they regularly heard racial slurs, including the N-word, at the Fremont factory. Now, they said Workman also wrote, they said while they agreed that the use of the N-word was not appropriate in the workplace, they also agreed that most of the time they thought the language was used in a friendly manner and usually by African-American colleagues. Here we go. That's the same response. Well, black people use it. I mean, why can't we use it? You know why you can't use it? Study American history. That's why you can't use it. How about that? I'm not about to go through all that with you in this video. That's a lot of y'all problem. I mean, we know you use it at your house. I mean, we all know this. I mean, you can't help yourself. Listen, it's your culture. I get it. You have the culture of white supremacy. This is what you created. This is all you have. Take away white supremacy and racism away from you, you're nothing. You don't even exist anymore. We get it. It's your culture. If anybody gets your culture, I get it. But the fact is, your culture is a horrible, horrible thing to me and the rest of the world, okay? Because you don't know how to operate and engage unless you do it underneath that culture of white supremacy. Now, black folks who use that, even though I don't agree with it at all. And in my company, this company here, it is not allowed. You're not going to be referring to other black people as no N-words here because you're going to be gone. Because the first time I hear it, I'm going to say, hey, Because if I would get on to a person who isn't black for saying it, why would I allow you to say it? It's not allowed here. Now, other black people may allow that in their companies, and that's fine. But it is not allowed here. So understand, anything that you do coming here is not allowed on this platform. It's not allowed behind the scenes, doing anything for us. No, we don't refer to black people as that. That word is a word of terrorism to me. And every time I hear black folks use that a lot of times, you know, a lot of times they're using it in a hateful way too. I mean, it's not a friendly word to me. I got a name. Call me brother. Brother is friendly. You know, call each other sister. That's fine. That's words of endearment. That's words of friendliness, right? Brother and sister. That's showing that we're family using that term. But ain't nobody know N-word around here. So they also stated that the factory had terminated 2 contractors, suspended a third, and said who were alleged perpetrators of the racially motivated behaviors. But Diaz said even those actions were not enough to change the culture at Tesla. The brother said it's not like they were removing the offensive behavior. They were just letting the people keep adding and adding. Because you can remove 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a culture. It is the culture of white supremacy. It is. That's why it don't matter what city, what state, wherever. It's the same. Don't matter even where they at in certain parts of the world. It's the same. The culture of white supremacy. South Africa knows about the culture of white supremacy. They can't help themselves. It's in the culture. That's why we don't need to be labeling, saying, oh, it's calling it racism. No, it's the culture of white supremacy. And yes, other groups of people practice the culture of white supremacy too now. It's just not relegated to them, but it's their culture, okay? But the jury, like we talked about, gave him $130 million going to punitive damages and the remaining $6.9 million for compensatory damages. Now, they say it took 4 long years to get to this point, but the brothers say it was a big weight has been pulled off his shoulders. And his attorney, Lawrence Organ of the California Civil Rights Law Group, added it's a great thing where one of the richest corporations in America has had a reckoning of the abhorrent conditions at its factory for black people. Now, you have to understand, Elon Musk is from South Africa. If you know the culture of white supremacy in South Africa, does it really sound like it's too far-fetched to what's going on in Tesla? We know how them boards and all of them treat black folks over there. Now, they said that online Tesla has been receiving criticism for allowing the racial taunting. They said this guy deserves it, but what a huge payout is crazy to me that such a big company like Tesla will ignore this abuse. That I think it speaks volumes to their culture and how they care for their employees, okay? Because they don't care about their black employees at all. So how should black people respond to this as we keep hearing black folks getting these payouts to Tesla? I got the best way to respond. Our dear brother, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., showed us how to respond. And how do we respond? Just don't buy a Tesla. Say, I am not buying a vehicle that's have a culture of white supremacy running rampant within it. I don't have to see too many videos like this and stories like this for me to say, okay, cool. Tesla won't get my money. And that's just that simple. Don't buy Tesla. And that's the best way to respond. It's not about even shaming them at this point. It's just don't buy them. Let them have the electric cars. The electric cars have problems anyway. Just don't spend money with them. And that's just the best way we can respond as a community. And anybody that you know that's is telling you, hey, I'm thinking about buying a Tesla. You say, oh, no, don't buy them because they have a culture of white supremacy within their company. They calling black people N-words and all kind of racial things in these Tesla plants. So don't buy that. That's your best way of telling people when you hear them talking about buying one. That's all. And let's hurt that company's stock that way. Let everybody else buy them if they want to. Everybody else not dealing with those problems that we are. But, let me comment. Let me know what you think about the situation here with Tesla. But, yeah, the culture of white supremacy is running rampant, folks. And we should never support any company that allows that. Thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out the African Diaspora News Channel app in the Google Play and Apple App Store.
Starting your Locker natural hair journey is oh so rewarding, but can be extremely stressful when you start to consider what products to use. If that's you, then look no further. Locklicious is a black-owned company that has created an all-natural product line for locked and loose natural crowns. The Locklicious team works hard to ensure that their products are free of parabens, phthalates, sulfates, PEG, synthetics, and other toxic chemicals you find in other products. Best of all, the products are lightweight and will not leave residue or cause buildup. Go to LockLicious.com to start treating your crown like royalty.